again, how are you? I hope you're doing well today. So, in today's video we are gonna test some new releases from Makeup Revolution, as well as, just always, two new releases from Makeup Revolution, which is the 2 primer, the Star Primer and the Onyx Primer. The Revolution Star Primer claims to be a hydrating primer. It says soft focus primer, hydrating water gel, formula for restored and perfected complexion. So the Onyx Primer looks like this. If you open it, wow, it's black. Good. So the Onyx Primer looks like this, and it says primer with black gel-like texture that blends and clear out a blurred and mattified base. Okay, half of my face a mattifying powder. For a hydrating primer, I prefer to use a mattifying foundation. For a mattifying primer, I prefer to use a much more dewy foundation. This is one of my big problems with the Conceal and Define foundation, because with this foundation, if I'm not gonna prepare my skin really well, so if it's not moisturized and if I'm not using a hydrating primer, then it's cracking on my face. I'm gonna use with the hydrating primer the Conceal and Define foundation, because this foundation is more for me on the mattifying side, so it cracks really easily on my face. With the Onyx Primer, which is a mattifying one, I'm gonna use the the Revolution Pro Full Camouflage foundation, because on my face this is a really thick foundation. My skin is oily, by the way, for reference. This looks amazing. This is a glass bottle, by the way, and it has, of course, a pump, which is really nice. And this is the Onyx Primer. It has for me a chemical scent. Ooh. Wow. The Star Primer has a really nice cooling effect. It feels a little bit cold and refreshed. Wow, it's a really nice feeling. It has enough tackiness, so the foundation gonna last on this primer. This is really nice. And it has some minty scent. After 1-2 minutes, if you apply the primer, the scent is gone and the cooling effect as well. Moving on to the other half of my face with this black primer. Okay. So it's not the easiest thing to apply. Where's the primer? The applicator picks up just a little tiny bit primer, so not too much. It's really not liquidy or something, and it's really black. So I really don't like this applicator. This is a piece of shit. As you guys can see, the applicator picks up almost nothing. And it comes out almost nothing. Where's the product? So, once again, let's try a little bit harder and harder. Okay, I definitely can see some product on the applicator. Let's see. Okay. This is not the best applicator for a primer, in my opinion, because it's really hard to get the product out of this bottle with this applicator. Just be aware that. So it's black. Let's see. Okay. Yellow. So let's grab They are so it's black and it has this tint to it. Okay, so this is, it stays black, so almost like gray or something, so you have to smudge it in your face. If no primer and primer, so it definitely has some tint to it. I'm gonna start to smudge in my face a little bit, in a little bit aggressiver way. Smudge it out. Smudge it. Oh. Yeah, my face with the primer looks dirty. So as you guys can see, one side, other side, one side, other side. This is the hydration side and this is the mattifying side. As you guys can see, the hydrating side looks really nice. I think this is really plumped and wow. I think I prefer this side much more than the other side. This looks really flawless. Okay, then the other side, beside the fact that I look like a dirty mess, not mattifying. My side is really dewy, almost wet. I have really oily skin throughout the day, so I don't know if this primer would work for me or not. As you guys can see, this is tacky. I can feel the tackiness, which is really good, so your foundation gonna last on this primer. But I think the consistency is a little bit thicker and waxier, almost moussey. Half of my face, I can feel the primer on my face. On this half of my face, I don't feel anything. Oh, this is really lightweight, it's really good. And almost more matte than this side, which is the mattifying side. So far, so good. So, moving on to the foundation application. The Revolution Pro Full Coverage Camouflage Foundation. Okay, this is not a color match. The Full Coverage Camouflage Foundation is way lighter than the other one. The hydrated side looks like this. And moving on to the mattifying side. This is the hydrating side and this is the mattifying side. Moving on to the concealer. I'm gonna use the Conceal and Define Concealer and the Camouflage Full Coverage Concealer, of course. From this concealer, you're gonna need only just a little tiny bit. This is a really thick full coverage concealer. The mattifying set is not matte. And I can see pretty good my texture from my skin, so it didn't blur anything. it says it has to be a blurred and mattified base. This is not mattified and not blurred. And you guys can see, I can see pretty good the texture from my skin, so it didn't blur anything. This is dewy as hell. So in 2 hours I'm gonna look like a grease ball. Cream contour, I'm gonna use the Revolution Pro HD cream contour in light medium. This is an amazing stuff, you guys. I love it. Well, a little bit too much. To this step, we are gonna test this translucent powder from Makeup Revolution. Like this. I don't want to bake, I want only just set. I didn't like the banana powder because the banana powder has cracked on my face. Over here. And on the other side. Wow! It goes everywhere. I freaking love this powder. It makes my skin look flawless. I really love this powder. Especially with the Onyx Primer, my face looked like a grease ball. I could see every texture on my face, my pores and everything. And this powder has minimized my pores really, really well. So I don't know if they have with the banana powder a different formula, but it's definitely different as in the banana powder. The banana powder has cracked on my face, didn't minimize my pores. I could see my texture on my face. But this powder is freaking amazing. I'm gonna remove the excess powder. The powder is definitely a thumbs up for me. Wow. These two are not the cheapest primer on Makeup Revolution, I have to say. So this is 11 euro something and this is almost 10 euro. Freaking love the Star Primer. This is an amazing stuff. But I have to give a no for the Onyx Primer. It claims to be blurring and mattifying, but it didn't blur my skin and it wasn't mattifying at all. So this Onyx Primer is definitely a no for me. It didn't work for me. Once again, this is only just personal preference. If it didn't work for me, it didn't mean that it wouldn't work for you. So for the Star Primer, it's definitely a yes for me. I can recommend to you. It makes my skin look flawless, hydrating, fresh. I really like this cooling effect. So this is a really nice primer, you guys. On the translucent powder from Makeup Revolution. Awesome. I love it. To set your face, it's enough a little tiny bit from this powder. Powder gonna last for you for a long time, for a long period. Moving a little bit back for these two guys. So, as I said earlier, this is definitely no for me. It didn't work for me. But the Star Primer is really nice. But another primer from Makeup Revolution. These are also new. They launched it last month, I think. And they have this hydrating one. And I can't see any difference between these two. And by the way, guys, if you would like a dedicated review for these three primer as well, please let me know in the comment section. I will definitely do that if you would like. And I can't see any difference between these two primers. So, and as I said, this is 11 euro something. I think 11.99 € or 10.99 €. It depends on this price point, and this is only just 6.99 €. So you would like to save some coins, definitely pick this one. and not this one. This is cruelty free, and this is cruelty free and vegan as well. This is 0.95 ounces and this is 0.92 ounces. You can have definitely more product in this one than in this one. This completes my video for today. I hope you guys liked it and enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you do, please subscribe to my lovely channel and be a part of the family. Thank you very much for watching and see you in my next video. Bye guys!